And we're here live outside the Sea of Galilee with Jesus Christ, who just healed a blind man. Now, Jesus, we've seen you perform a lot of miracles this season, few more impressive than the gift of sight. Can you describe that last moment?
Well, first off, I got to say thank you to God and/or myself for this one. I just came out here and tried to give my all. That's really my job. And the guy had been blind since birth, so I went over there and healed him so God's glory could be shown.
And can you describe in one word, how do you feel right now?
Holy. That's really just the only word for it, holy. To have my 12 best friends watch me do something that I love, something that people said is impossible, it's just a great feeling.
Jesus, you do make the impossible look so effortless. How do you do it?
Coming from a carpentry background and getting into the miracle game was always a challenge. But I've had a lot of great support along the way. My mom's always believed in me, and today I was throwing up nothing but Hail Marys. Hey, Mom, love you.
Now, let's take another look at that instant replay. Jesus, what are you seeing in this last sequence?
It had been a tough battle all day, but I saw God over there on the sideline, and he was giving me the sign to go for it. So I just tried to stick to the game plan.
And what's going through your mind here in the final seconds?
I was thinking, this guy is blind as a bat. So stick to your fundamentals. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Have no idols before your God. Honor thy father and mother. Go out there, give 110%, and give him sight, just like in practice.
Well, you certainly came through in the clutch. Just absolute jubilation as time expired.
Yeah, seeing him regain sight was a real confidence boost. This is the kind of miracle that can take us all the way to the promised land.
Jesus, you've been denounced by religious authorities, you've been chased out of Nazareth, even beaten. How much does this miracle mean to you?
It means a lot. I barely scraped by last week when I healed that guy with a sinus infection, so it feels good to get back in the miracle column.
And what about your rival Lucifer? Can you say a little about him?
Hey, hats off to Lucifer. He had a great run. He came out here and fought really, really hard to make sure that blind guy didn't believe, but in the end, it was just my day, and Lucifer's being cast into the fiery pits of hell.
He sure is. Jesus, a lot of people have doubted you, specifically Thomas. What do you have to say to all the haters?
The haters could say what they want, but at the end of the day, the healing speaks for itself. I haven't gotten any respect all year. O ye of little faith, why did you doubt? With God, all things are possible.
Now, Jesus, I hate to bring this up, but as a scribe, I have to ask, there's been some talk that Peter will deny you 3 times. Can you comment on these rumors?
We talking about Peter. Listen, man, I'm supposed to be the Son of God, and we out here talking about Peter. We talking about Peter. Not sinners. Not sinners I go out there and die for. I give every last drop of my blood for. We talking about Peter. How silly is that? We talking about Peter.
Well, Jesus, on another note, you have some of the best followers in the world. They travel from all over to see you perform. What do you have to say to your fans?
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This was for them. I love them unconditionally. They're the best. And I love you.
Jesus, we come to all your miracles and sermons.
And every temple you teach at.
We were there when Lazarus was dead, and you were like, come out.
And he came out. And we were there when that guy couldn't walk, and you were like, get up and walk.
And he got up and walked. And we were there when you were like, blessed are the poor in spirit.
Blessed are those who mourn.
Blessed are the meek.
Blessed are the merciful. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
You're seriously like so amazing.
You're my favorite. I'm not even like kidding.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah, sure. Say the cross.
The cross. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus.
Go. Your sins have been forgiven.
Thanks so much for the time, Jesus.
Sure thing, Frank.
Well, there you have it, folks. Jesus Christ, he's having a good season. Truly a performance no one would believe. We have got to write this down somewhere. Now, make sure to tune in next week as we follow Jesus through a tough road trip as he attempts to pull off miracles in Sodom, Gomorrah, and Detroit. Back to you in the studio.